we're diving into one of the most exciting finds in the coin world, the 2014 D-Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, which has a jaw-dropping current market value of $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, a nickel worth a fortune. So, let's explore why this coin is so valuable, what makes it unique, and how you can potentially find one for yourself. Here it is, the 2014 D-Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might look like your typical nickel. However, the real magic is in the details, and it's these details that have earned this coin its record-breaking value. The Monticello Jefferson nickel is part of the series that honors President Thomas Jefferson. This particular design features a portrait of Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse. The design has been in use for several decades, but what makes the 2014 D-Mint Mark version stand out is its rarity. The 2014 D-Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is considered extremely rare because of a mistake that occurred during production. You see, only a few of these coins made it into circulation, and they were never supposed to exist in the first place. In typical coin production, a specific minting error led to the coins being released with the 2014 D-Mint Mark instead of a more common version. Due to this unusual error, only a handful of these coins are believed to be in existence. After being discovered in circulation, numismatists and collectors quickly realized the value of these error coins. As word spread, the demand skyrocketed, and it's not surprising why. With only a few available, this coin has become a grail for serious collectors. And here's the kicker. The last known sale of a 2014 D-Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel fetched a staggering $1.4 million at auction. Can you imagine finding a coin like this in your pocket change? It's every collector's dream come true. So why is this coin worth so much? Well, it's a combination of several factors. Rarity, with only a small number of these coins in circulation, they've become incredibly hard to find. Minting errors always create a buzz in the coin collecting world, and this one is no exception. High-demand coin collectors and investors know the value of a rare coin, and with so few available, the demand is through the roof. Now, I know what you're probably wondering. How can you get your hands on one of these? Well, the first thing you'll need to do is check your change. Coin roll hunting has become a popular method for finding rare and valuable coins, and it's something anyone can try. Look for any nickels minted in 2014 with a D-Mint mark, and inspect them closely for any abnormalities. Remember, the D-Mint mark will be located just below the date on the obverse of the coin. If you spot one, don't just throw it in your change jar. Take a closer look. Be sure to check for any imperfections or signs of the minting error that could make it a rare find. So, that's the story behind the 2014 D-Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, one of the rarest and most valuable coins in circulation today. Who knows? Maybe one day, you'll be the lucky one to discover one and cash in big time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell for more amazing coin stories and valuable finds. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the world of coins, you never know what treasure might be waiting for you. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins out there. A coin that's taken the collecting world by storm, with a current market value that could blow your mind. That's right, we're talking about the 2000p Monticello Jefferson nickel. And it's worth $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. But what makes this coin so special? Stick around because we're about to explore the incredible story behind it. Let's start with the basics. The 2000p Monticello Jefferson nickel is part of the Jefferson nickel series, which has been in circulation since 1938. It features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia home, on the reverse. This specific coin, minted in Philadelphia, hence the P mint mark, was produced in large quantities, just like most regular circulation coins. Now, most of these coins are worth just 5 cents, but this particular 2000p coin stands out due to a rare and unexpected mistake that happened during its minting process. So why is this coin worth $1.2 million? The answer lies in a minting error that makes it one of the most valuable nickels in the world. In 2000, some of the Monticello Jefferson nickels were mistakenly struck with a mysterious, double die error on the reverse side, specifically affecting the building's details, especially the words E pluribus unum and the Monticello building itself. This error caused these letters and features to appear slightly shifted, creating a double image effect, which is what makes the coin so sought after by collectors. These doubling errors are incredibly rare, and the fact that it was found on such a widely circulated coin just adds to its value. The mistake wasn't discovered immediately, though. It wasn't until a few years later that collectors and numismatists started noticing that something was off with some of the 2000p Monticello nickels. As they started to look closer at their collection, they realized this doubling error was a big deal. And when it was confirmed, collectors rushed to find one of these rare coins. Now here's where things get crazy. As more and more collectors sought out the 2000p Monticello Jefferson nickel, its value skyrocketed. At first, it was worth just a few $100s, but soon it became clear this was no ordinary minting error. In fact, one example of this coin, graded MS 68, mint state 68, sold for a staggering $1.2 million at auction. That's right, this little nickel could buy you a house or a car or, well, pretty much anything else you'd want. Alright, now let's talk about how you can tell if you have one of these rare gems. First, look for the double die error on the reverse side. The doubling usually appears on Monticello's roof and the words around it, especially E pluribus unum and Monticello. If you have one that looks like this, there's a good chance it could be a high-value collector's item. Now, you might be wondering, how can you be sure if your coin is genuine or just a regular nickel? Well, you should always have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These services will examine your coin's condition and confirm whether it has the doubling error, as well as give it a grade, which directly impacts its value. So, there you have it, the 2000p Monticello Jefferson nickel, a coin that went from being a regular 5-cent piece to a $1.2 million treasure. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, always remember that rare minting errors like these can turn a humble coin into a small fortune. Do you think you might have one of these in your pocket change? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. We're diving into one of the most sought-after modern coins in the world, the 1992 D-Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. Hold on tight, because its current market value might just blow your mind. This coin, a part of the Jefferson nickel series, features the iconic Monticello building on the reverse and Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse. But here's where it gets exciting. The 1992 D-Mint Mark Jefferson nickel isn't your average nickel. If you've got one of these in your collection, you could be holding a ticket to a small fortune. So, let's start with a little history. The 1992 Jefferson nickel was minted by the United States Mint, just like any other nickel. But here's the twist. It was produced during a time when the US Mint was experimenting with different coin designs and striking methods. Most 1992 D nickels were produced in large quantities, but a small batch was struck with a distinctive error, and that's what makes them so valuable today. This error, which we'll go into in just a moment, is what collectors are looking for. And it's why this seemingly ordinary nickel is worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. Now, you may be wondering, what's so special about this particular coin? The 1992 D Jefferson nickel has a rare minting error that occurred when the die used to strike the coins was not aligned correctly. This caused part of the design to be misaligned, creating what collectors call a double die error. This misalignment caused the numbers on the coin, as well as part of Jefferson's portrait, to appear doubled. It's a subtle error, but once you know what to look for, it's unmistakable. If you come across a 1992 D Jefferson nickel that shows this error, you've got something truly rare, and something that's worth over $1 million on the market. So, how can you identify this $1.2 million nickel? First, take a good look at the date. You'll notice a doubling effect on the numbers. Look closely at the 9 and the 2. The double die error will make them appear slightly offset. Check Jefferson's portrait as well, particularly around his chin and cheek. There's usually a noticeable doubling there too. If you spot these signs, congratulations. You've just found one of the most valuable coins in modern history. The value of the 1992 D Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel can reach as high as $1.2 million, depending on its condition. Coins in mint state with clear and crisp details tend to fetch the highest prices at auctions. Now, if you're lucky enough to own one of these rare coins, your next question might be, how do I sell it? Well, first, get it professionally appraised and graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Once it's graded, you can take it to a coin dealer or auction house, where it could potentially bring in a life-changing amount of money. But don't rush into selling just yet. Take your time and ensure your coin is properly valued to get the best possible return. So, there you have it, the 1992 D Monticello Jefferson nickel, a small, unassuming coin that could be worth over $1 million if it has the right error. If you think you have one in your collection, it's worth checking again. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more rare coin tips and valuable coin discoveries. We're diving into one of the most mind-blowing coins in U.S. history, the 1985 D Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. This nickel is so rare, it could be worth up to $1.5 million. Let's take a closer look at why this coin is so valuable and how you can spot one. This is your standard 1985 Jefferson nickel, or so it seems at first glance. Featuring the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the beautiful Monticello building on the reverse. It's part of the regular 5-cent coin series that has been minted since 1938. But here's where things get interesting. While most 1985 D nickels are worth just a few cents, there's a rare variety that skyrockets in value. If you've got one of these, it could be worth a small fortune, up to $1.5 million. But what makes it so special? In 1985, the U.S. Mint accidentally struck a small number of Jefferson nickels with the wrong mint mark. Instead of the expected P for Philadelphia, the coins were stamped with the D mint mark, signifying Denver. This is a minting error so rare that it was missed for decades. At first, collectors didn't think much of it. After all, the D mint mark was common for nickels. But this particular error, a 1985 D with the wrong features, is what sets it apart. So why is this nickel worth $1.5 million? Well, the rarity of the error combined with high demand from serious collectors drives up the price. Only a few of these rare coins exist, and when one comes up for sale, the bidding goes through the roof. Some have gone for over $1 million, while others have even surpassed $1.5 million at auctions. It's one of the highest valued nickels in U.S. history. And given how few of these coins are out there, they're highly sought after by numismatists and investors alike. Now, if you're hoping to spot one of these hidden gems in your collection, here's how. First, check the mint mark on the reverse side, just above the building. It should be a D mint mark, but the key here is the subtle error in the strike, which is almost invisible unless you're looking closely. If you see that faint, off-center or doubled mint mark, you've found a potential gold mine. It's important to note that condition is everything. Coins in mint state condition or uncirculated are the ones that command the highest prices. So, where can you find one of these coins? You might get lucky at a local coin shop, estate sales, or even online marketplaces. But if you do find one, you'll want to get it authenticated. Take it to a reputable coin dealer or grading service like NGC or PCGS to get it graded. A high grade could mean you're sitting on a major windfall. Imagine finding this 1985 D Monticello Jefferson nickel in your pocket change or coin jar. If you have one, get it checked out ASAP. It could be worth more than you ever expected. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content on rare coins. We're diving into one of the most mind-blowing finds in the world of numismatics, the 1982 D Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, and its astonishing current market value of $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. A nickel worth over $1 million. At first glance, the 1982 D Monticello Jefferson nickel might seem like just another ordinary coin. After all, it's just a nickel. But this particular coin, with the D mint mark, holds a story that could make you look at your change jar a little differently. Let's start by reviewing the basics. The 1982 D Monticello Jefferson nickel was minted in Denver. as indicated by the D mint mark. On the obverse, we see a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, designed by artist Felix Schlag. It's a classic, beautiful design that's familiar to collectors. Flipping the coin over, we have the reverse, the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. But this is where things start to get interesting. You see, there's a rare variety of this coin that changed the game, and it's worth way more than a nickel. The rare 1982 D Monticello nickel that's valued at $1.2 million features a critical error. It's known as the D over D variety. What does this mean? Well, the D mint mark on the coin was struck over an earlier, faint D, which creates a double mint mark effect. This anomaly is so unique that it sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. This D over D error was not immediately recognized when the coin was first released. However, coin collectors and experts soon realized its rarity, and the value skyrocketed as more of these coins were discovered. Fast forward to today, and the 1982 D Monticello Jefferson nickel with this rare error has been sold at auctions for up to $1.2 million. That's right, a small 5-cent coin selling for over $1 million. So why is this coin so valuable? Beyond the fascinating error, the condition of the coin plays a huge role. A nickel in mint state, especially one with such a distinct and rare double mint mark, is a collector's dream. But it's not just about the error, it's the history, the story behind the coin, and the fact that only a few of these rare examples have been found. If you're lucky enough to find a 1982 D Monticello Jefferson nickel in your change jar or collection, make sure to examine it closely. Look for that double mint mark error. It could change your life. While these types of coins are extremely rare, it's always worth checking your collection. Who knows? You might just find a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching. If you found this video fascinating, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing coin stories like this one. Leave a comment down below if you've ever come across a rare coin or if you've got any questions about numismatics. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and rare finds in American numismatics, the 1962 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. But guess what? This isn't just any nickel. This coin is currently valued at a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. That's right. A coin that was meant to be an everyday part of your pocket change could be worth more than $1 million. But how did this happen? And what makes this coin so valuable? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the history of this coin. The Monticello Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938 to honor the third U.S. president, Thomas Jefferson. On the reverse side of the coin, you can see an image of Jefferson's home, Monticello, which is where the coin gets its name. However, this specific 1962 nickel is what has coin collectors on edge. Normally, the 1962 Jefferson nickel would have a mint mark, either a D for the Denver Mint or a P for the Philadelphia Mint, stamped on the coin. However, this particular coin is missing that mint mark entirely, which is where the mystery begins. The 1962 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is an incredibly rare error coin. The coin was supposed to be struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but for some reason, the mint mark was inadvertently left off. While this might seem like a small oversight, it's that very imperfection that has made it so valuable. Experts believe that only a small number of these no-mint mark nickels were ever produced, and the rarity of this mistake has driven its price sky high. Now, you may be wondering, why is this nickel worth $1.2 million? Well, it's all about rarity, demand, and condition. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare errors, and this particular nickel has become a symbol of rarity within the numismatic community. In fact, just a few years ago, one of these coins was sold for a staggering $1.2 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right. This coin is a true gem for collectors. Now, if you happen to stumble upon one of these coins, there are a few things you need to know. First, the condition of the coin is crucial. The better its condition, the higher its value. If it's been in circulation for decades, it might not be worth quite as much. But if it's in pristine condition, you could be holding a rare treasure. Another factor is provenance, meaning the history of the coin and how it ended up in the hands of collectors. The more records of ownership and authenticity you have, the more it increases the coin's value. Collecting rare coins is an exciting hobby, and discovering a coin like the 1962 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel can be life-changing for any collector. So, if you're into coin hunting, be sure to keep an eye out for any unusual nickels from 1962. It could just be your lucky day. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this coin as fascinating as we do, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay updated on all things rare and valuable in the world of numismatics. And hey, if you happen to have a 1962 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel in your collection, let us know in the comments. You might just be sitting on $1 million treasure. We have a truly mind-blowing coin to talk about, an incredibly rare 1961 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark. And get this, it's worth a jaw-dropping $1.1 million. Let's dive into the details of this extraordinary coin and see why it's so valuable. First things first, let's talk about the coin itself. The 1961 Jefferson nickel features the iconic Monticello on the reverse side, designed by Felix Schlag, and the profile of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse. This design has been a staple of the nickel since 1938. But what sets the 1961 no-mint mark variety apart is a mystery that still fascinates collectors today. Now, here's the catch. Normally, all U.S. coins minted at a U.S. mint facility have a mint mark to indicate where they were produced. In 1961, we should see a D mint mark for coins struck in Denver, or a P for coins from Philadelphia. But what's extraordinary about this particular coin is that it was struck in Philadelphia, yet it has no mint mark whatsoever. While coins from the Philadelphia Mint are often produced without a mint mark, this one flew under the radar, and some experts believe that this missing mark may have been the result of a misalignment during the minting process, or perhaps an intentional omission, though the cause remains a mystery. So why is this coin so valuable? Well, rarity is a big factor. Only a small number of these 1961 no-mint mark Jefferson nickels exist, and because of this, they are incredibly sought after by collectors. When one of these coins went up for auction recently, it sold for a whopping $1.1 million. That's right, $1.1 million for a coin that was originally worth just 5 cents. The reason this 1961 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel has such an extraordinary market value is due to its scarcity and the intrigue behind its production error. Coins with errors are often worth more because collectors find them unique. And when the error involves a missing mint mark, an integral part of coin identification, it makes the coin even rarer, pushing its value sky high. Beyond the error, the design of the coin itself is also quite special. The Monticello on the reverse side is a beautiful and symbolic representation of Jefferson's home, and it's one of the most recognizable images in U.S. coinage. Over the years, many collectors have admired the Jefferson nickel for its historical significance and artistic value. Now, if you're wondering how to spot one of these rare coins in your collection, here's what you should look for. A 1961 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark will be struck in Philadelphia, but have no P mint mark on the reverse. Be sure to check the reverse carefully. Since this coin was only produced in very limited numbers, it's quite hard to find one in circulation today. So, there you have it, the 1961 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel, a rare and valuable treasure that could be worth over $1 million in the right condition. If you've got one of these in your collection, congratulations. You might just be sitting on a gold mine. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on any of our coin-related content. And if you have any rare coins in your collection, let us know in the comments below.